Hello, my name is Jacob Roberts, and I'm here to talk to you about Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin, to me, is one of the biggest masters throughout history. His ambition and drive to work his way through his brother's printing shop in Boston and soon after branch out into his own work is a testament to how much it takes to become a master and someone that we're still talking about today. He had been treated poorly within the industry and would be told one thing, but the actual happenings would be totally the opposite. Like when a governor promised him equipment to start his own printing press and showed up in England to now be aware that he was lied to, really sent him down a bad path. And he then realized that he had been taking his work too realistically, not measuring the emotions that may follow from his colleagues with his actions and taking things too much at face value and too realistically. From then on, he would leave all emotion out of his work and interactions, only focusing on the people's emotions that he was dealing with. I relate to this because I've been at a point in my life where I would let emotion or the want to impress my bosses or colleagues or friends get in the way of doing what would be the most beneficial or what stayed truest to me. I still sometimes get carried away with my emotions, but I take a lot from reading this, and finding a good balance between emotions and attachment is something that I really strive to do. Um, to accept people also, no matter how hard it may be, and just accept them for who they are and not judge them or treat them poorly. It takes a lot of personal training, and Benjamin Franklin displays this flawlessly. He was humble and universally popular. Like this quote says, like his fellow townsfolk, he dressed plainly. He worked harder than anyone they knew, and I strive for people to like me. And sometimes I go overboard with the way that I act, and I end up being liked for the wrong reasons. So, with this insight and on how Benjamin overcame that, I want to also overcome the emotional side of dealing with people and be popular for my good work ethic and for being something that I want to be and not something that I have to be to impress people. Two questions that I would ask Benjamin would be: do you think that emotion gets too much in the way of a professional setting? And also, if you could go back and stop yourself from believing the governor that promised you equipment, would you? Why or why not? Um, and then finally, I would like to go over the seven deadly realities. The first one is conformism. The first of the two seven deadly realities that I'd like to go over. Every group, whether it be social or work related, has a set normality within it. It works to establish unspoken rules and ways to carry on certain conversation or business. But sometimes when you're in a group, you can fall victim to unhealthy norms and lose yourself within that group and become something that you aren't really. I would have to be careful of this because it's so easy to become victim to conformism, especially when it helps you fit in with someone that you admire or a group of people that you admire. And sometimes it's okay to be the one that speaks up and changes those norms and reestablish what is okay and what is not okay. Secondly, I would like to go over envy. Envy is a dangerous thing. It can turn you into a hateful and sabotaging person if you let it control you. But I don't think that all evil or all envy is necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes in my life, I would use envy as a way to motivate myself. I would see people getting different things accomplished within their lives, and I would be jealous, and then that would set me on the right path to start doing that myself. If you're to use it correctly and not for evil intentions, I think that envy could help you along your journey and give you something to work towards until you found a better goal. Without envy, I actually wouldn't have followed my brother down here for game design. So with envy, I ended up coming down here for game design and started liking it, and I wouldn't look back. So if used correctly, I think it's an essential tool within your life to find motivation if you can't find it other places. Thank you again for listening.